Hey guys, welcome back to Mill RC, and today we're going to be talking about how I set up lights on this Twisted Hobbies Revolto. So first thing I want to say is this is not an original idea. This has been done before. A lot of the 120cc giant scale guys use this particular light setup where I have the lights on the wingtip shining in towards the fuse. And so that's kind of where I got this inspiration from. Also, I think there's some RC Factory Team Pilots have also done this to their Revoltos as well, although they don't have a how-to video on it on their homemade setup. Now this is homemade, and I have just learned that Twisted Hobbies is actually coming out with a particular light kit for these larger flat-out foamies. But if you can't wait and you happen to like this setup better, then let's go ahead and dive into the video and show you how I did this. So I'm going to go ahead and pull off one of these posts and I'll report back. Right, so as you can see, I'm going to call this my light post, I guess. I don't know what kind of the exact name should be for it, but I'm going to call it a light post. So what I did is I took some 1/8 inch basswood. I copied the profile of the wingtip right there and copied it and just glued 2 sticks together, and that was pretty much the frame of this holder or post. And then because it's 1/8, it was deep enough I could channel the wood and hide the wires. As you can see, they sit sort of flush, and it's not all the way, but they will sit flush inside the wingtip area there. And then, as I said before, I glued the 2 sticks, and both these sticks I believe are around 5 inches long. This whole entire setup is about 1 foot long. And if you use my LEDs, which I will leave a link in my description for the LEDs specific LEDs I use for this project, so go be sure to check them out. They're plenty bright. Sorry, they will work just fine. I actually recommend that you maybe make the whole entire unit instead of, as you can see, darn near 12 inches or 1 foot. I'd probably make them around 9 or 10 foot, and you'll have plenty of lights. This is well lit for I didn't know how bright these were going to be, but these are really stunningly bright, and they work really good. So, and these are 6500K LEDs, and they're also the COB type. They're the nice solid line. They're not the dots every 2 centimeters. They're a nice solid white light, and they look really nice. So, and as you can see, I just bridged the gap in between these 2 strips here, and then soldered on a JST right there. And then that goes to here, which this is all buries into the wing. As you can see, there's this slot here, and then this goes all the way to the ESC right here. And yes, I know I do not have any heat shrink or any protection on my solder joints. I should put some, but I'm lazy, so and I don't think they'll ever touch. But don't do what I do when I solder and do electrical type of work. But besides the point, I like this setup. It works really good, and I think a lot of guys will make it too. If I were to recommend doing this again, you know, now that I've done it, and if I were to do it again, I'd make them a little shorter, and I'd also make this one piece and make it like a 3D printed piece of plastic instead of using wood. I don't have a 3D printer, so I was pretty much forced to using wood, but there's any way you can make it one piece, because the weakest link are these glue joints right there, and you kind of have to be careful with them or else they will break. And then, as you can see, there's a magnet here on that one end, and then there's a magnet buried into the wingtip, and that's pretty much how it works. You just put it on right there, and it just magnets on really great. Now, as you can see, I didn't put any type of rotation pin up front. The wire actually does a pretty good job of holding it and keeping it from rotating. If you want to do it in a really good way, I would recommend you know, adding some sort of way to where this doesn't rotate. But for now, I'm going to use the wire, and I've thrown it around pretty hard, and so far the light sticks haven't moved yet. So, but yes, that is pretty much how I did this light setup. It's pretty simple. Here, once again, it's, in case you're wondering, here's the whole strip. Unfortunately, these LEDs are the only ones I could find in the US, and it was only available in like 16 feet. So I do have a lot of LEDs now. But besides the point, that is how this Twisted Hobbies Revolto is lighted up, and how I do 3D night flying with this particular airplane. So hope you guys enjoy it, and I hope you guys do something similar to this. It's a really great addition to this airplane. I've flown it 2 or 3 times now, and I can't tell a difference whether they're on or off. It flies exactly the same, and it's such a great flying airframe. So anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I will do a better flight video coming soon whenever the wind calms down and I get a cameraman. But thank you guys for watching, and tune in next time.